Welcome to Whips in the Dungeon 101.30, which is today's video is the YouTube version of 101.30. The original video on the Whips in the Dungeon site was called To Crack or Not to Crack, which is kind of a play on a Shakespearean phrase, because sometimes you're in dungeons and the dungeon doesn't allow whip cracking. Sometimes you're in dungeons that do allow whip cracking, but maybe they're playing a soft mood kind of music set, and the music and the energy in the dungeon isn't really conducive to whip cracking. Sometimes you're in a dungeon set where they're playing all metal music or hard industrial music, and the music's just screaming crack, crack, crack. So we're going to title today's video Blending with the Environment. And I'm going to play some music off of YouTube's free audio library. It wouldn't necessarily be typical dungeon music, but I'm going to flip through some different moods of music, some different genres, and talk a little bit about when you would crack and when you might not crack in a dungeon set. Remember, you can have a great scene and share energy well with controlled puffs, and vary those control puffs between a whip catcher's 1 and 10. But there are also times when the music is going to dictate that we crack. So if we listen to this music, it's kind of moody. So I would just be throwing to the rhythm of the music, blending with the music. I'm okay with a controlled puff on the heavy beat of this music, but I wouldn't be crack, 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 cracking to this music. This is even softer. This is like wax music, massage music. So, yeah, I'm going to vary my figure 8. I'm going to stay in rhythm to the music, but would be inappropriate to crack in a dungeon that's playing this music, so I'm not going to. Hear the bass? The bass is saying crack. You can hear when the energy in the dungeon is telling you that there needs to be a crack. Okay, this is kind of an in-between. There's a really good rhythm. Now the bass has come in, so you can hear when that music would ramp up, ramp your whip scene up. Just blend with your environment. Don't be an obnoxious whip cracker in the dungeon, and by all means don't get whips and whip cracking banned from your local dungeon. And today's key word is core. Inside every single tale, a whip maker starts with building a core.